Alright everybody, today I have for you the Power Rangers Super Megaforce Legendary Megazord. Comes with 5 Zords, it is Zord Builder, and it comes with a translucent Red Ranger key that you can use for the Megazord here and the Legendary Morpher. You got the Megazord in there, it says Power Rangers Super Megaforce, things you can do with the key on this side. You just have the Legendary Megazord with some more information about the key, how to use it with the app, and you have how to interact with the key, as well as the Zords, what they combine into, all different auxiliary Zords and cycles that combine with it, and then a list of all the keys so far that we're going to be getting. I do not know yet if we're going to be getting more. There's still a couple seasons missing, and we're missing a lot of the females. There's only 2 I've noticed that someone pointed out, and that is Ninja Storm, because you can see the skirts line there, and Samurai. You can see there's a skirt line there. But the actual Samurai key doesn't have a skirt, so that's kind of weird to me. But all the rest of them you can see is pretty much just the guys. But other than that, that's really it. So let's open the Legendary Megazord and see what it's all about. Now I gotta admit guys, this thing out of the packaging is friggin' awesome. Now obviously it's nothing like the Japanese version, other than being Gokaiyo Legendary Megazord in itself, you know, with that just generic look. But it really is truly nice. It's got to be the nicest Megazord since the 2010 release, or other than the Legacy version. But I mean, I like Goza Great, I like the Samurai Megazord, but this thing just looks freaking awesome. They are missing minor details here though, like the logo right there is in painted silver. Same here on yellow and on pink. And this is now a port here instead of there was another piece that was there, and then there's that logo there. These are supposed to be black, missing logos there. I mean, I could go on and on and on with the details. Hey, but at least that one's painted silver properly. You're missing a little bit of gold right here. Again, like I said, I could go on and on with missing paint details, but it really is truly a nice looking piece right here. Just generic arm articulation as usual. And you can rotate this one out if you want to do that, but the head doesn't turn, and this one won't rotate for you because the wheels get caught. So other than that, these move up there, this moves, I mean, and there's a whole new design. Because this is Zord Builder now, these panels don't open like in the show. I'm kind of glad that they went with this idea. Now here's where the genius comes in. They have a port here, and one here. So these can all individually flip down to attach anything Zord Builder to it. Pretty good idea. And then you get down to the legs. Why couldn't they do the same here and here? Doesn't really bother me that they're like that, but I just don't understand why they couldn't implement the same idea that they had put up here. I mean, that's such a great touch to this. It does sound hollow. A lot of people are going to say that off bat. And there are things like up here isn't detailed. I mean, I think this was gold right here and something like that. And these wheels were silver in there. And the swords were silver at the tip and then the gold here. And this isn't a dial anymore. In the Japanese version, it was you would turn it and then you can either open it panel by panel or you could turn it the opposite way and all the panels would fly open. These would all individually flip. And I never picked up that Gokaiyo figure. And I'm glad I didn't because I really do like this better. For instance, here's the translucent key that it does come with. It is basically identical to the Morpher version that we get, except for it's translucent, unlike this one right here. So it's basically the same thing, and you flip up his arms, flip that up, stick the key in, and then when you turn it, that'll flop down. And now as long as the keys turn, it will stay like that. So you turn it back, and then it'll close like so. And the directions actually do show this, which I don't understand. I guess to make it seem like the Ranger is piloting the whole thing, but you can put that in there and have him fall out. Or you can close it up like that. Now the genius in that is that, okay, if I need the key to open this, you know, why would I put him in there? Well, obviously you don't need the key. You can just pull this open. It's a very weak latch. But I just find that kind of weird. Now, a great addition to this is that you can slide this in. So that when you have the auxiliary Zords coming in and attaching here, you won't have so much of this hanging out. And if you hated that with Gokaiyo or in the show, you can always take that off, And now tuck it away very nicely. And then you can just simply peg it right back in and pop it out. Really, really nice touch to this whole set here. And if you were just curious on this, it does make the same exact sounds as the Super Megaforce Red. And then when you turn it again, summon Skyship. And that's basically that. Okay, and like I said already, this is obviously Zord Builder. I'm not going to bring out all the figures like Bull Megazord and Claw Armor Megazord, Gozei Grand, Gozei Ultimate, Legacy Megazord. Obviously, this will combine with the Legacy Dragon Zord that's going to be coming out as well, because it's going to be Zord Builder as well. It has to be if it's combining with the Legacy Megazord. But anyways, you can mix and match these all up. Not only the arms, but obviously you can take ports here, pop that off, and put that right in there. Pop that on. I could sit here all day with all kinds of different crazy combinations, but it's alright, that looks horrific. But you get the idea. Things swap out. You don't need to just swap it on arms anymore. And they've done a great job with this so far with the whole Zord Builder. Alright, so as you can see, the parts on Gozei Great are now much longer. He's a much taller Megazord now, as opposed to Legendary Megazord, which is now a really teeny tiny Megazord. Because Gozei Great's lower half of his legs were really short. You didn't get this extension because that was the whole Zord Builder gimmick, which is gonna suck for one point because now you can't use this combination with any other top piece. It has to be with the Gozei Dragon. But whatever, still an awesome idea, Zord Builder, in my personal opinion. Oh yeah, and he has swords as well. Now the reason why I put him this way, this one has the little flag from the front of the ship on it, but it looks better hanging down, and I really don't mind it. I believe it was able to collapse better on the Japanese version, but this one without the little flag piece has to go in green. Because this one is the only one with an open hand, so you can't slide this piece through a hole. So pop that in like so, and now there is Legendary Megazord with his badass swords. Like I said, I really love this design the most out of all the Zord Builder Megazords so far. Really looks great, and I really don't care for this really collapsing. I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine, but I kind of like how it hangs almost like a bandana or something off the end of his sword. Really, really cool looking. The only thing I could say about this is that on here you'll see there's little indents in here. Now, that is mainly for sliding into here when it goes to the front of the ship, but also you'll notice this when you pick yours up, there's a little tiny dot in there, and it makes it a little bit easier if you slide it in on the appropriate side with the blade aiming downward. Because then it'll just, those little dots in there will go right into those slots. So you pop this out. Really just an overall great design here, guys. I mean, if there's anything you're going to pick up that's Zord Builder, I'd say this is the one to basically go for. Now, as for transformation, it's really simple. Pop that off. This is a brick, as usual. Why this is considered a jet, even in Gokaiger, I don't understand. The only thing that makes this look like a jet is these wings and the fact that there's a nose cone and a cockpit here. Other than that, I mean, it's basically a hand. I mean, there's a visible hand there on the side. No getting past it. It's just it's a boat. It's a giant brick. And then the helmet comes off, and you can pop that on there and open these up, and now we have Super Mega Jet, which is the official name right now. Over here, and I like that he has the bandana. That's pretty cool as well. Flip these around, they will stop. I mean, they can go the other way, but they'll only go that far. So you have that, push the hand in, and that's supposed to, I guess, look like an engine, like a Formula 1 racer, I suppose. This one is known as the Super Mega Racer. Like I said, the only thing that's really making this look like a race car to me is the fact that there is a window there and there are wheels on it. If not for those factors right there, you can clearly see it's designed as an arm. Shoulder piece, elbow, forearm. I mean, so it's whatever. it is what it is. There's nothing we can do about it. These next ones are really tough right here. This is the Super Mega Sub. Really difficult to transform. Be careful with that one, guys. Next up, we have the Super Mega Wheeler, which is going to be Super Megaforce Yellows. Another difficult one. Really, really difficult. Careful you don't break it. The difference between this and the Japanese version, it didn't do this. You had to physically pull this off and reattach it. You couldn't just fold it up. So I guess it's more convenient for the lack of detail. And finally, we have the Skyship, or Super Mega Skyship. Pop off the swords. You can lift this up, push it all the way. These will go all the way up, but it's supposed to like form an X, so to speak. So I just usually put it down and then just press it against the ground to just kind of even out the best possible. Then you're going to want to combine these swords like so. Flip this up, and there's the little tabs in here. You just want to slide it on there. This side works a little better. The tab's a bit bigger, so it'll stay in when you're trying to close it up. Like so. Lift this up, rotate it around, and then pull this piece up right here. And now you have the Skyship, which is by far the best looking in my opinion. And as you see with the Skyship, it is, like I said already, the best looking of the bunch. Less detailed than the Japanese version and in the show. But like I said, I really truly wish that the way this is designed is how they would combine in the actual show. I really don't like the flip gimmick. The only part I like about it is when the chest opens up and certain mecha or Zords, whichever you want to call them, pop out. Other than that, I really prefer the way Zord Builder has designed this. It's really not too much different from the Japanese version. And just for a size comparison, here is Gosei Phoenix. I'm sorry, Gosei Dragon. This thing always looked like a phoenix to me for some reason, so I always ended up calling it that. But there's a nice size comparison for if you possess this Zord Builder Zord here. Next we have the Super Mega Jet right here. This one, like I said already, it's basically a brick. The only thing making this a jet is the fact that there's wings on it. And, oh yeah, they do go all the way up if you like, but this is the proper look with them hanging down and the hat being open like that. But that's basically it. And these all do roll, by the way. They all have sets of wheels, even Skyship that I didn't mention. But there's that, and then here we have Gosei Shark, just for a little size comparison for you guys. Next up is the Super Mega Racer. Yeah, it rolls. That's basically it. His Ranger counterpart would be Gosei Snake, even though it's black. They always exchange green for black. You should know that by now. And this is basically the size difference between the two. Next up will be the Super Mega Wheeler, which is a very bright yellow, as we're used to, with all of these Zords here. Here is the Gosei Tiger Zord. As you can see, they use basically, well, actually, the exact yellow. It's missing the detail. It has the pegs sticking out. But this is the only one that really kind of reminds me of pirates. It's like it's hauling a treasure chest, kind of. Last but not least, we have the Super Mega Sub-Zord, which is pretty basic. Really, these do nothing. Like I said, they just roll and become a Zord. This is all there is to the transformation. Like I said already, this is the piece that was here is now replaced with the peg. Really could care less about that. And here is Gosei Phoenix. This is basically it, guys. We have all the Zords here. I'm going to show you a quick combination back to Megazord mode, and then that's going to be it. So what you're going to want to start with here is flip that up. That'll stand on its own. Super Mega Wheeler, you can stand that up. Close the wings, take off the hat. Flip the wheels around, pull out his hand. With this, you're going to want to, oops, you didn't see that on camera. Pull these back, flip that up, spin it around, fold that up. And now we can just start plugging everything in. You don't have to open the top yet. Pan up a little bit. Peg that on. And now the swords will just fall out. Open that up. Attach the hat. And you're all set. Other than obviously attaching the swords, and you could put them in his arms, or you could just store them in the sides, as I like to do. This really overall is just a great set, and I highly recommend to pick it up. If you could afford the Japanese version, I guess go for it if you're looking more for accuracy. But I honestly do like the Zord Builder option with this a heck of a lot better than the whole door panels opening. So I hope you enjoyed this review of the legendary Megazord, guys. If you're watching this, it's at popculturenetwork.com, youtube.com/popculturenetwork, or at my channel, youtube.com/MrTFPrime. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think of this in the comments down below. I'll talk to you guys later.